You be like, oh shit.
All right, we need to move on, y'all. We've been on this topic way too long.
That was the devil's
All right,
children.
that was good.
The whole episode
That was
about to be
good.
about WAP.
Hey.
No, hey, let's move on.
Hey. All right, okay. So the episode, the serious topic for the night is about Black-owned businesses.
All right, so let's start with.
Is
Do
No,
you
because-
have your own
Because
business?
the other topic was so
What
good.
is it? What's your business? What are you selling? What are you, do you like
Who?
being a business owner?
Who? Love?
I said that's the first
Oh.
topic. Like,
What's a business owner?
yeah, so like that's the first topic. Like Black-owned business, it's about Black-owned businesses. We already know that we're
Speaking
all
of
Black.
that, I'll wear my Rebel Bread t-shirt here.
Shout out to
What is
Rebel
that?
Bread.
Black-owned.
Shout out to Rebel Bread.
Black-owned business with the Harriet
Is that
Tubman
Harriet?
dollar.
Is that Harriet
Yeah.
Tubman?
Yeah, that's Harriet
So,
Tubman
like-
on the 20.
I like that.
She need to be on the 50.
I feel like a lot of us have been exposed to ownership to some or like entrepreneurship, particularly when you talk like social media, because I feel like even subconsciously or covertly, you're being exposed to protecting a brand. Like everything you do, you know what I mean, is like, oh, I can't post this thing because they're gonna say something, or I can't do that because that's not good. It's not a good look for my image. You know what I mean? So
Okay. I owned my own business for a while. I owned a cleaning business.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
Oh,
name
wow.
of your cleaning business, Alicia?
ET Out of This World Cleaning LLC. Woo woo.
All right.
So, but I owned a business for a while. It was a lot of work. It was I had my own equipment, everything that I needed to clean. I had my own contracts for 3 years. I just got rid of it May of this year. But it was rough for a while. I think I ran into a lot more issues as a business owner, being a woman in the industry in which I was, and working in a lot of commercial properties with white owners. I ran into a lot of issues that way. You could tell it all over the face of the one woman after I signed the contract to work in a warehouse with her, the business that she worked for. Like, it was written all over her face when I walked through the door and she seen who I was. She didn't treat me as a business owner. She treated me as an employee.
Like the help or
So
something.
every time she had every time she had a complaint or something, she would call the place where I bought my business from. Like, I bought my business from Coverall. Don't ever buy a business from Coverall, ever. Note to self, everybody who's listening, do not ever buy a franchise through Coverall, period. So she would call Coverall and tell them that, like, oh, this isn't done, that's not done. And she always had a complaint. This woman was never satisfied, ever, ever, ever. She wanted me to make sure that, like, the kitchen was clean in a facility that's 24 hours. And when she would come in the morning and there was a plate in the sink, she'd trip out. And I'm like, I'm done cleaning at 10 o'clock at night. So between 10 and 8 o'clock when you get there in the morning, like, there are other people that are there. And she just complained about certain stuff. So as a business owner, she treated me as if I was an employee instead of a business owner. She even told me to my face, over the phone, that I'm not a real business owner.
Damn.
And I was like, I told her, I was like,
you own a business?
Huh?
Is she own a business?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, like, she would, and I asked her, I said, would you be saying that to me if I was a white man? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. I said, so you're not gonna disrespect me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was hard as a woman in the, working as a, cleaning business. I got looked at crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, Los, did you ever own a business, man?
I didn't. I had a bunch of like ventures, but I never owned a business. I never went through an LLC'd anything, but I've definitely, tried some startups. I had pretty successful t-shirt company for a couple years. And so I understand like the whole overhead and having to do the advertising and having to get over the hurdle of people thinking you were shyster first, and all that other shit, it's just crazy. It's crazy when my t-shirt do the same thing any other t-shirt do, but I gotta prove to you that it does t-shirt shit. It's like
your t-shirt got sleeves on it.
It's like, do Tommy Hilfiger t-shirt do the same shit my shit do? Like,
if I wear it, is it gonna fall off?
It's crazy. Like whenever I would try to sell my t-shirts, and I just feel like this is this stuff that Black people go through, particularly with other Black people. It make me so mad. They'll be like, "Oh, is your t-shirt responsibly sourced?" The fuck?
What does that even mean?
Is your polo responsibly? Where is your polo from? Did that shit say made in Taiwan? And why are you bugging? Why are you bothering me? Like,
do you like the shirt or not, damn it? Like,
yeah, but it's just like when you
like, are you looking for a reason? People are just looking for a reason.
Like, why did you give me this much hassle?
Gosh.
Then I guess I started getting supported by the Steelers. Oh well, the Steelers is one of them greedy corporations that don't give back to Black people, this and that. So now we can't fuck with your t-shirts. What? What did that got to do with me?
Man. See, that's part of the problem we're gonna talk about. Hey, Sherelle, have you owned the business?
I am a business.
Yeah, I feel that.
Got you. All right, Jay-Z,
I'm a
fine.
businessman. I'm a businessman.
Right.
Yeah, like
Shout out to DJ Sherelle.
I started branding myself a couple years ago. So, yeah, like I'm a professional singer, professional actress.
DJ.
You are a sole
I'm now a
proprietor.
DJ, professional DJ.
Wedding DJ.
Influencer, podcaster. So like, I started taking what I do seriously a few years ago, and I started branding myself. I started my own band. I started going on tour, traveling to different countries, performing as a solo artist and with groups. And yeah, so Sherelle Unique is a business, man.
Here we go.
What about you, Brandon?
Well, Sweet Note Entertainment's what I do.
Sweet Note Entertainment.
Yeah, that's been something that's been going for the past decade. Big or small. We do event production and artist management, and we've done gigs for Urban League, NAACP, mayors conventions, and weddings for big corporations, and we've done some stuff.
Okay, so whenever you get that photo booth, hit your girl up.
All right. Gotcha. So yeah, whenever you do that. A photo booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, the photo booth is making bread.
They do, but normally for that situation, it's to answer your question, it's actually can be more cost efficient to rent one than it is to own one. So.
Oh, word.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Then I can rent it from you, and then you get the profit.
I got you. I'm saying. Yeah, but I got to store a photo booth to be ready to rent it.
Well, I mean, you can make bread off them things because everybody wants them for everything.
Yeah. So well, this is so off topic, but they got something else that's even better than the photo booth now. It's this big ass mirror looking thing that pops the photos out of the back of it, and it kind of puts the filters on for you and all this new thing.
Well, yeah, that's the one that they have for weddings now. It looks like one of those little mirror, those what do you call them? Makeup mirrors that they have. What y'all have for
vanity?
The vanity mirrors.
What are they?
Vanity mirrors.
Like it's an oval shape. And
they come in all different shapes. They got the big, like, you know, Maleficent looking one. They got all different stuff. That's where it's at. But yeah, so
get straight to your phone and stuff.
That's a good idea, man. We may do that. But so that's what I've been doing for a while, and it's been a lot of hurdles. I've had similar experiences that Los has had. I've had similar experience that Alicia's had. Those hurdles, and then, you know, once you've gone through all the hurdles to prove yourself, then that's when everybody's like, why didn't you tell me this was this good? Well, the quality ain't changed. It's always been spectacular, but y'all was causing problems until, you know, the whole bandwagoning thing becomes a thing. But,
right, yeah. Once ever your brand gets hot enough that they have to do it because it validates their life, then you get less problems.
Why didn't you tell me you was this good? That was always like, yeah.
You know what I got when I stopped doing my business? Oh man, why'd you stop doing it? Why aren't you doing it no more? It's like, are you
But hold up. We all do that. We hear about, they closed that restaurant. When last time you ate there? Oh, I don't know, like 6-7 years ago. Well, yeah. This is what. Oh, why ain't closed? That was my favorite spot.
So I'm pretty sure you got like, oh man, I was gonna call you for some t-shirts.
I was just about to call you.
Or you know
what? Like, people do that shit in relationships, yo. You can get no play, and as soon as you get a relationship, I was starting to like you with just, I don't know why. Right.
Yeah. Or people will do this. They'll be like, "Oh, hey, get at me, cause my man, he got a pressing business." You know what I mean? And as soon as you get at them about it, they be like, "Oh, well, that ain't my man. You know what I mean? I can't really just."
I mean, I saw a billboard. You know, I thought.
Or people was always going to invest. I was going to invest with you, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's always something, and that's where today's topic kind of goes with.
That person you gave me a number for to go clean is like, oh, what? Like, who is that? Like, him. And I'm like, yeah. It was like,
they give you shitty leads.
I don't need nobody to clean for me. And it's like,
yeah, shitty leads is a thing every business deals with. Every business deals with shitty leads.
Mm-hmm.
They all deal with, they call it wood. They all deal with chucking wood. That's what it is. And of course, word of mouth is a big way that small business gets started. It's just, I feel the hurdles and the resistance within the Black community when it comes to Black-owned businesses is really a problem.
Yeah. Well, what's the next topic, Brandon?
Well, we did some of the cons that we've had ourselves from owning Black businesses. What about I don't think we talked about enough pros though. Like, what's the pro with being a Black business owner and operator? Y'all got any?
That's the only pro that I had in this whole experience. It's because of the industry in which I was in. A lot of I dealt because I was in commercial properties.
Is she frozen on y'all side?
Yeah, she was frozen for a minute.
Oh, okay, all right.
Am I frozen?
You lagged.
Am I frozen? Because none of y'all are frozen on my end.
Okay, you got this like kung fu movie dub over thing happening right now.
Yeah.
I was say none of y'all are frozen though. I heard everything that y'all was saying.
No,
we can hear you. It's just that your picture keeps freezing a little bit.
Oh, how about now?
Just a lag. Just a little bit of a lag.
All right, a little lag, but all right, continue. We can hear you.
But no, like the only pro that I really had is that I was my own business. I was my own boss, and I get to make
Yeah.
my own hours and my own stipulations and my own everything. But, I didn't have too many pros because of the industry in which I worked. I was, like I said, I did cleaning, and I work with a lot of corporate business. I did commercial properties. So I dealt with a lot of white owned businesses because that's where, like, the area in which I was in. So it was really, to me, it was a lot. I always had to feel like I had to prove myself or overdo just so they could. But like I said, that there I had a couple people who, no matter what I did, no matter how much I tried to please them, they didn't want me there. They didn't want me there at all, not even a little bit. So
Yeah, I got you. I understand.
For me, the pros is that I enjoy what I do, and it's cool to just have something that's mine. Con for me is I don't like the business side of things. I just like to perform. And so I really don't care to have to be the one to handle all the business stuff personally. But that's where we're at right now. So
You have
yeah.
to collab with Sweet No Entertainment, because I love the business side of entertainment. That's where all the excitement happens. That's what the
Well,
challenge is.
that's what we're doing now. So we have some collaborations going
We
on.
do.
So it's cool to work with somebody else. I'm not. I can't say that I'm great at working with. I don't want to say that I'm not great at working with other people, but I've just ran my stuff for so long. So
Right.
it's
No,
different
it's
than
definitely hard to, if you've been doing it by yourself for a while, to incorporate outside.
somebody else.
Yeah.
It
I got
takes a lot of thought to be like, oh, stop there and let somebody else do something.
It does. When you've been doing something so long by yourself, it almost feels weird, like, to have someone else, in the mix and helping out or whatever. It's a weird thing. It
Yeah.
can be. Anyways, I've experienced that too.
It's hard to find that balance. So yeah, that's it.
All
And
right,
the
Lowe's.
tax stuff,
Okay,
the
go ahead.
tax stuff sucks. I hate dealing with the taxes of it all. When I first started, I didn't know what I was doing and what I was getting myself into as far as taxes go. So stay on top of that if you start a
Yeah.
business.
Oh man, learn your write-offs. Learn your write-offs. I'm gonna say that. Learn your write-offs.
For real.
Learn your write-offs. All right, Los. Positive note on being a Black business owner and operator.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to preface. I never got legit. Like, never had like.
I got you. But even if you're a sole proprietor, which what you were, I'm not saying you had to get that limited liability corporation. As a sole proprietor, you were selling goods and services.
I think the best thing is proving to yourself that you can start something and finish it.
Yeah.
Like to me, even with music and stuff, or even with this podcast, whenever you have a concept in your brain and you can materialize it to something tangible, and then you take it from being tangible to somebody actually buying it, that's like an incredible feeling. I feel like everybody should feel.
That switch, I agree. That switch where you've created something, and the switch over where people are looking for it, where people are asking for it. I know Sherelle felt this, man. Like, where you go from trying to push yourself, you're the one making the phone calls, and so now you're receiving phone calls to
you know
get
what
your
though,
stuff,
Brandon?
yo.
Things were actually the opposite for me.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like I would be like casually singing places. I wasn't even charging nobody. I would just go and sing because I just like to sing. And then somebody else would ask me. Then somebody would hear me there, and somebody else would ask me. Somebody would hear me there, and somebody else would ask. So that would happen to me so often that then I was like, okay, I guess I should turn this into a business. So
Yeah.
it actually happened the opposite way for me. So yeah, like
All
it was
right.
just yeah. Like even my first time leaving the country, I didn't have to push much to do it the first time I left. Like it was just people hearing me sing. Even the second time, somebody heard me sing somewhere and they're like, "You need to come to Jamaica. You need to come and do this because they're gonna love you." So now the third time I left, I actually auditioned and I went for it, and I had to audition twice. And I got hired for a tour, but like me having to be the initiator didn't start until later in the game for me.
Oh, well, see, you try and go to the next level. That's true. You can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man,
Yeah, see,
you were gonna say
see,
something, Los.
Oh no, I just like I said, I would just kind of expound upon that point. Just whenever you see something through and it becomes tangible and somebody. But I was driving down the street a month ago, and I had my t-shirt business between 2013 and 2015, and I just got burnt out. Like I don't even think I made a profit off of it. I think I ended up just breaking even because like people don't realize how much overhead is involved with t-shirts. Like it's a lot. And this is kind of before I was hip to like selling stuff on the internet and stuff really like that. Like I was doing a lot of hand to hands and out of the trunk stuff. But I was driving down the street like a month ago and saw somebody with that t-shirt on. And it's just
That's what's
crazy.
up.
Like it's just like, damn, like all these years ago, like somebody still, and the t-shirt held up too. That was another thing that was cool too. Like it didn't look all raggedy and withered. Like you could tell like they took care of it, you know what I mean? And like it was something that like, you know, it was because it was good. I did good quality stuff, but yeah, man, it was just dope just seeing somebody and they don't know me. And I'd look like a crazy person if I'd have pulled over like, hey, you know that t-shirt you got on, I made that, right?
I did it.
So I just drove.
Hey,
down,
yo,
so I ain't say
here's a
nothing
question
to
for you, though. If someone came to you right now for a t-shirt request, would you be able to fulfill that order at the moment?
I do still have the prints. I do still have all the stuff. I was going third party. I think that's another thing we should talk about is like all the people you gotta
Outsourcing.
work with, to make your product come to fruition. Like you gotta work with so many different people.
Yeah, like I love to watch Kev on stage. I watch him every day. But what's cool about watching him is it's cool to like watch somebody else that's like who's an entrepreneur too, because like I'm being entertained by him, but then I'm also like being able to relate to his experiences and I'm learning stuff too. So like what I had learned was like there's a certain place that you can go by yourself, but then there's a cap off and you're gonna have to incorporate other people in order to be taken to that next level. So like I feel like I've gone as far as I can go alone, doing everything myself, like my own equipment, setting it up, breaking it down, putting it together, starting the music, singing, being on my own sound girl, starting my own band. Like I've done as much as I can do by myself. So there, like you said, there comes a point where you have to start collabing and network.
I don't think people understand when they watch these big celebrities and they're doing all this stuff. Like they're only able to do that because they have a team of people with them. There's no way you're going to be Kevin Hart making three movies in a year and wrote a book and he got a TV show and a podcast. You can't do that all by yourself.
You can't, especially as a woman. No shade to men, because it's the same thing with men too. You can't do it by yourself, but with women, it's a whole nother ball game because we got hair, we got makeup, we got wardrobe. We got to make sure that our undergarments ain't showing through our wardrobe. You know, we got to. You know what?
I don't know if you know this, but there are promoters that do not like hiring female artists because of that reason.
Oh, I know. We're much more expensive.
They're more expensive. There's like you got like say you have like your hair, you got makeup, you all this, more people with you. There's more stuff. There's more things. They're like, yeah, it's too much. Find some, guy.
It's not worth it to them to do it, and I get it. I get it. Why would it be? Why would it be? Cause
So
Yeah.
like I said, I gotta be my own hairstylist, own makeup artist, own outfit. So I'm preparing for like if I have an event on Friday, I have to start preparing early in the week. I gotta go buy the undergarments that's gonna look right under the dress I buy. Oh, the dress don't fit. You need a new dress because this isn't flattering.
yeah.
Yeah, like oh, day of, I gotta start trying to get ready several hours beforehand. I gotta make sure if it's an outdoor event, I gotta make sure I'm not sweating all up in the cha-cha area. I got to do my makeup, make sure my hair ain't falling in the middle of the event.
I remember doing a major event, and we had a seamstress who was making the dress at the event. Like the dress was finished like 10 minutes before stage time. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
get
then
it.
like if you're a plus size woman, it's even harder. It's even harder as a plus size woman because you got certain areas that's sweating, that certain areas have to be flattering. It has to fit right in this area and be like this dress ain't appropriate at this place. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
It is.
You can't have your boobs out too much at this event. This event you could do more boobs. This event you could do more butt. It's going to affect how far you can go.
Right. So outsourcing certain things, you gotta pick which things you can do yourself, what to outsource. Now here's a question though with that one, okay? And this is I think this leads into the discussion as to sometimes why when you do have people who really are adamant about purchasing services and goods from a Black-owned and operated business, there are certain frustrations that we have with Black-owned businesses. Some of it dealing with either the quality of the product or the time of shipping or, pricing, whatever. What do y'all feel is the frustrations that the Black community has with supporting Black-owned business?
Can I just give you mine?
Sure.
So